Well, it is Theme Thursday, and this is Holly, and I am here with, we have Natalie. She's over there playing with Layla's toes. And by the way, my last video, I apologize because I had called Layla Madison, but I had changed Madison and played with her, and so I had Madison on the brain so that when I got to Layla, I still called her Madison. So anyway, just a little senior moment, but not to worry. I do know the names of my babies. And then we have, right there is Natalie, right there is Layla, and there is Kai, and Madison is sleeping over there in the little crib. So, what we're going to do today, I think Kai is fascinated with Layla's headband there. He keeps poking it. Kai, leave your sister's headband alone. And then Natalie's playing this little monkey with her. So what we're going to do is we're going to participate today in Theme Thursday, which is monsters. So we're going to put Kai, who is sweating to death in that sweater outfit, we're going to put Kai in this little onesie that has little monsters on it. Yay! There is a white onesie. It's got gray stars all around it, and it's got 3 little monsters. There's a big green one with his mouth wide open, and his teeth are saying hi. And he's on a skateboard, and on top of him is a little blue furry monster with his mouth open, his tongue hanging out. And then on top of him is a light blue monster with little red horns and a little big cheesy grin. And the white onesie has that layered look where it has little gray sleeves coming out of the short sleeve white onesie, and then there's little gray sleeves that make it look like he has a gray t-shirt under that. And this is by Garanimals, and so we're going to put that on him and change his diaper and put on his little gray diaper. But I think this is open all the way, so I'm going to have to make that a little smaller for him, I think. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. And it is very sunny today with partly clouds. So the clouds are going by. So the light is going to get light and dark, light and dark. And let me go get this big boy over here. It is just, it's around 10, a little after 10.
Hey, baby. I want you. Why do you mess with your sister? I don't mess with your sister. Oh, you stinker. You stinker.
Let's get you changed so you won't be so hot. Well, my daughter started orientation today for her nurse's training, and so I offered to take the boys to school. So, let's see if I can adjust you a little bit. If you can see. Sorry about the noise. Please forgive me. I'm just trying to get you where you can see. Okay, so, oops, sorry. There we go. You want to look at Auntie? You want to look at Auntie? Hello, pretty boy. Hello, what's that, a cutie pie? Yeah. So anyway, I got up this morning, and I am so pumped today because by 10 o'clock this morning, I had taken 3 boys to 2 different schools. I put gas in my car. I went to the grocery store, bought stuff for dinner tonight. Cleaned the kitchen, and now I'm in here talking to you guys. So this has been, and it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. But I gotta tell y'all, I'm burning up. On my way home, it was, like I said, 10 o'clock in the morning. It was already 77 degrees. So that's pretty hot. And for this time of year anyway. And certainly too hot for Kai to be wearing a sweater outfit. Huh? Say, Mommy, it's so hot. It's so hot. Yeah, it's too hot. So we're going to take off his little shoes and socks and his sweater sauna suit here. And put him in his little monster onesie for Monster Theme Thursday. But I thought while I was doing that and chatting changing him and chatting with you. Your teeth are growing. I thought I would go ahead and give you the answer to my tag on 2 truths and a lie. I was going to wait until next week to see if anybody else wanted to participate, but if I wait that long, I'm more likely going to forget because, yeah, that's how I roll. So I thought I'd go ahead and give y'all the answers today. Thank you for all those who participated in guessing. Had some interesting guesses. So number 1 was that I took voice lessons from the ages of 10 to 12. I did take dance lessons though, tap, ballet, and jazz. And later in life I did, now don't y'all laugh because this was very cool in the day, I was a clogger, which is sort of a tap dancer. But I was a professional clogger and was on a team and also had my own team. And I also taught clogging. So anyway, that part is true. But the false part and the lie is that I did not take voice lessons when I was a child. I did, however, enter a contest at school, a talent contest, and I sang a country western song. And afterwards, there were 2 talent scouts that came up wanting to know if I would be interested in being signed under a contract with them. I had 2 different ones, and I did wind up auditioning for their manager, and I was signed up under a contract to sing and record records at the age of 12. And I had my own band, live band, and my stage name was, in fact, Diane Holly, which is just a reversal of my real name, which is Holly Diane. So that part is true. So those 2 things are true. I did enter the contest, and I did get put under a 2-year contract. There's more to that story, but we'll just leave it at that for now. So for all of those who guessed that number 1 was false, you are correct. So congratulations to y'all. And this little onesie may be a little big on him because it's a 3 to 6 months. But I just thought it was so cute with the little monsters on the front. And I was going to wash it first so it could shrink up a little bit, but I didn't get a chance to. So we're going to just try it on. That's why I put his big fat diaper on him because I thought it would take up some room in his onesie. So there we go. I wanted to do another tag for y'all today. It seems like I was going to tell y'all something else, but anyway, I'm going to do a tag today by Delightful Reborns, Delight from Delightful Reborns. Let's get his clothes on him. There we go. There we go. Well, that's not too terribly bad, especially when you got that big old fat diaper taking up most of it. It's a little baggy, but that's okay because it is so hot. Yeah, it's hot in here. Now look at there. Look at you, darling. You're so cute. And just about anything I put you in. And you are. Terry. Walking, 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 walking. Hop, hop, hop. Running, 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 running. Now let's stop. Yay! Cute. So let us get your hair combed. Little silly boy. Little silly boy. And we're going to fix your hair here. Little spritz. Little spritz, spritz. Little spritz, spritz. Yeah. Got a little spritz, spritz. Oh, I tell you, Kai has been so happy and in such a good mood because he finally got to talk to Joseph. And he was so happy and just cooing and on all day. I wish I could get a video of that, y'all, because it's so cute. Because they're just like, bah, 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 bah. Ah, yeah, I don't know what they're saying, but they seem to understand and enjoy it. There we go. There we go. So there is little Kai, all dressed up in his little monster onesie. And see if you can see him. There we go. And I'm sorry that y'all can't see those beautiful blue eyes. They tend to come across as black, but they are very pretty blue. Right there's our little Kai. So, okay, so I wanted to do, he looks kind of, I wanted to do Delight's tag today. You see him now? Yeah. Which is, what dolls do you remember from your childhood? I gotta tell y'all that my childhood was a long time ago, but I have always loved dolls. I've always loved my babies, and I had a ton of babies, and I would give anything if I could still have some of those dolls. I do have a couple, but or a few, but I'm going to be looking out for some of the others because I would love to have them. And these are the dolls that I remember having and playing with when I was growing up. Chatty Cathy, which I do still have Chatty Cathy, but she was exposed to some extreme heat being in storage, and her eyes have turned pink. So she kind of looks evil. And when you pull her string, she had a string in the back, and if you pulled it, she would talk and say a bunch of different things. And when you pull her string, she sort of sounds like she's talking underwater or like she's possessed or something. So anyway, I had Chatty Cathy, I had Chatty Baby, I had Chatty Brother, and they were twins. Chatty Brother was a blonde, had his hair parted, and his hair was parted and pushed back, like off his head like this. But I would wet it and comb it straight down and give him bangs. But I remember the Chatty Baby and Chatty Brother. I also had Charming Chatty, which she was a very, she had very long legs, I remember, and she had these little blue and white saddle Oxford shoes, and she had glasses and red hair, and she talked too, but, well, all these babies talked, because that's why they're called chatties. But anyway, she used to have the slot, well, she did have a slot in her side where you would put in these little plastic discs about this big, and she would say different things and talk about different things. She was very intellectual for a doll. She was more like a school-age doll, not a baby doll, but that was Charming Chatty. I had a Pebbles doll and a Bam Bam doll. I don't know if any of you in the outside the United States know about the Flintstones, but Pebbles and Bam Bam were from the Flintstones. I had the Big Thumbelina. I had the Tiny Thumbelina and the Newborn Thumbelina. And I do still have a Big Thumbelina and a Tiny Thumbelina. I don't think I have the Newborn. But anyway, and then I have Baby Deer and Tiny Tears. You would give her a bottle and she would cry these little tears. I had a Betsy Wetsy. that's pretty self-explanatory. You give her a bottle of water and she peed it out in her diaper. A Tippy Toes, which was a little doll that she had a little tricycle, and she would ride and pedal her little tricycle, and she had a little horse on wheels that she could ride, and she kind of walked along pushing herself on the horse. And also if you held her by her hands, she would and hold her up, she would toddle along, and that was Tippy Toes. One of my favorite dolls was called Miss Peep, and I don't know who made her, but I love that doll. And she reminded me a lot of like the Bilo baby, but she was vinyl. And she had jointed arms, but they weren't jointed like we think of jointed with our reborns. They were jointed like a hinge almost. And her legs and her arms had these like hinges on them. And she wore this little white kimono type gown and had a little soft little pink blanket. And I took Miss Peep with me everywhere I went. I had a baby Cheryl, which I played with a lot. And I put down Drowsy, a baby Drowsy, but when I think about it, I did play with Drowsy, but I think that was my sister's doll, but I did play with that. I had a Patty Play Pal, which was a tall, toddler-sized doll that you could hold her hand and she'd walk with you. I had a Cheerful Tearful, which you would give her bottom when her arm was up like this. She had this big smile, a cute little smile on her face, and you could give her a bottle, and if you put her arm down, her smile would change to a pout, and these little tears would come down. I think she had tears. I know she would pout though, which was so cute. That was Cheerful Tearful. I had a Baby Go Bye Bye, which she had their own little buggy and her little head would toddle back and forth and you push her. A Penny Bright doll. I had Madame Alexander dolls. I had a little Jeanette doll. And a lot of my friends, I did have some Barbie dolls, but I didn't play with Barbie dolls very much. But I did have a Tammy doll, which was like a younger version of a Barbie. And she had a little sister named Pepper. So I had those. And let's see what else. Oh, and I used to love these little dolls called Little Kittles. They were like this big. But they had little clothes and little accessories, and they were just so cute. And I even remember the name of, the commercial. And y'all are going to laugh, but this is from way back in the 1960s, guys. Early 60s. So I believe that commercial was, if you know it, sing along with me. Little kiddos, they are all very small. You'll have so much fun with all the things that come with little kiddles, little kiddles. Anyway, guys, that is the dolls that I remember from my childhood. Oh, and one that was not, well, he was kind of a doll, but it was a Casper. It looked like Casper the Friendly Ghost. And he talked, he had a string, and you pull that. And I even have a picture of me on Christmas morning getting my Casper the Friendly Ghost. Maybe I'll find that sometime. But anyway, so those are my dolls from my childhood. And thank you so much for listening. Thank you for guessing on my other tag, on my Two Truths and a Lie. And this is me and Kai. We say bye-bye. We love you. From Kai. From Auntie Holly. Love you guys. Have a great Thursday. Bye.